Hi, this is Patricia Stepler with Your Dream Power. Did you know that 80% of people will never go to a seminar or read a book or do anything that improves their self-image or improves their self-development? And they pretty much just allow the world to toss them around and use them as a plaything. And out of that 20% that do something, 10% of them, only about 10%, are there because they want to. The other 10%, they're only doing it because their boss told them to, or, they were forced to. And did you know that only about 3% of people have a written goal? And yet, evidence after evidence will show you that people that have their goal written down and have developed a plan to acquire it, their rate of success goes way up. So as you can see, as in the title, it's not hard to rise above, it's easy to rise above the masses. You see the difference between having quantum leap success and having mediocrity is really thin. It's a razor's edge. So if that's the case, why don't more people do it? You're only one idea or one step away from something that could absolutely make phenomenal difference in your results and in your income and, give you the kind of lifestyle that you really want. There's not a big difference between people, but that little difference, that razor's edge, makes quite a difference in accomplishment. So there was a story that I remember hearing on a tape that Napoleon Hill was talking about. And he said that he was talking at a seminar one day, and this man came up and he had piles of papers together. And he told Napoleon Hill, I have everything you're saying right here in these papers. And Napoleon Hill kind of looked at him and said something like, but you never did anything with them. See, the difference between Napoleon Hill and this man was Napoleon Hill put all those papers together and wrote books and went on stage and taught that information. This man just compiled the papers and never did anything with them. Is there something that you're not doing, that you have everything ready for, but you just haven't put yourself out there? You haven't taken that risk. See, I'm going to be doing a 3-day event, May 24th through 26th. And during that event, what I've come to discover after studying lots of people and thinking about my own life and how I've put things together, that there are 3 things you need simultaneously. You have to have that big idea. You've got to have something that inspires you. So you have to learn to think bigger and take off those limiting beliefs. I'm sure you've heard that before. Nothing new there. But it's the process that you use that may be new. And then you have to become the person. You have to change you. You see, success is an inside job. If you don't change first, you will never rise to the top. So if you want to make that razor's edge difference and you want to accomplish those great things, you better be changing yourself on the inside. So we have to become the person first, because we can never outperform the image that we hold of ourselves. And then you have to be willing to take a risk. You have to be willing to put yourself out there. You have to be willing to get out of your comfort zone. Now, I'm sure you've heard all this before, and yet you're still not doing it. Or maybe you have done, you've had great success. That's wonderful. But if you haven't, then I want you to join me. And, I have a notice here, just book a call with me. Let's see if what I'm saying is a good fit for you. So I put a link in the message here for my calendar so you can book a call with me. But one thing we have to realize is that we miss opportunities we walk by all the time because we're not willing to take the risk. We're not looking for them because we don't have that big idea. We don't have the confidence of ourselves, and we're not willing to take that risk. But you see, action is going to make the difference. You can think, oh, I'd like to have this lifestyle. I'd like to do this and that. If you never take action, it's never going to happen. It's not just going to fall in your lap. So one of the things we need to do is to start investing in who we are. and figuring out who we are so we can make that impact on others and set the goals that previously you were not willing to do. Hey, Denise, I hope that you really do understand that you can't outperform that. I know that's a great quote because it's so true. We can never be more than we think we are of ourselves. And so we really do have to look beyond who we are and change ourselves first. If you want to be a CEO, but you're thinking on the level of the person that delivers the mail, you're never going to get to that CEO position. You have to change who you think you are first. And mastery of that is a choice. So confidence can come after action, but you also need to have that confidence to take that action. You see, the action is the subconscious, and your image that you hold is in your subconscious mind. And it's your subconscious mind that puts you in action. So you really have to build that confidence. You have to see yourself as the person you want to be first so that you'll actually do the action. Otherwise, you'll actually talk yourself out of doing the very thing you want to do. And I'm sure you know people, or you've done that yourself. You have an idea of something you want to do, but you talk yourself out of it because you really don't have the confidence to go do that. So I suggest you book that appointment with me and get on my calendar so we can strategize how best you can, the things that you need best, and build a plan for you so that you can accomplish the goals that you really want, and you can make that razor's edge difference. This is Patricia Stepler with Your Dream Power. Be the magic in your dreams.